Ready for it or not, January is here. We're just about halfway through the European club season, the transfer window is right around the corner, and it's looking like we're going to have one of the most active Januaries in recent memory when it comes to player movement. Most importantly though, the World Cup is looming. A bad move could cost a player a trip to the greatest sporting event on planet Earth. Contracts are expiring, players are looking for new digs, and teams all over the world are looking to strengthen. It's almost a guarantee that we'll see plenty of fireworks this January. Names like Mesut Özil, Emre Can, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, and Leon Goretzka are leading the headlines and could all make moves this summer. But who are the 11 best players that legitimately could swap teams this January? And where are they going? I gave it my best guess, so let's take a ride. First up in goal, it's Kepa Arrizabalaga. Say it 3 times fast. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get used to saying Kepa though, because the 22-year-old Athletic Bilbao keeper is attracting a whole lot of attention from the capital. For whatever reason, it seems like Madrid have been on a mission to replace the Spider-Man-like talents of Keylor Navas since he got the gloves. And with David De Gea probably staying put, they've turned their gaze to Kepa. His contract expires this summer, but Madrid are reportedly looking to lock him down this January and may have already done so. He's already worked with Madrid's current goalkeeper coach at Bilbao, he's the Spain number 2, and soon he might just be the Merengues number 1. Up next, at center back, it's Virgil van Dijk. How long have we been talking about a potential move for this guy? Southampton jacked up the price on the Dutchman so high no one would touch him, but this January, he might just be on the move. With Saints in flux, Van Dijk's value at its ceiling, and Liverpool in dire need of a quality defender, the stars look like they might just be aligning. We'll put him in a Liverpool shirt. Another center back who might just be on the move is West Brom's Jonny Evans. The versatile former Manchester United man is in his 3rd year in the West Midlands, but it might just be his last one. Plenty of bigger teams are in need of a quality, consistent defender, and even though some fans might argue with the quality part, clearly some of the powers that be thought he was worth the £25 million the Baggies turned down from Arsenal, Leicester City, and Man City over the summer. They might not be able to hold off that interest through January though. West Brom are in danger of relegation, they could use the money to strengthen other areas of the team, and bigger teams are circling. If I had to put money on it, expect Johnny to hit the exit doors. It could be West Ham, could be Arsenal, but if Southampton play hardball with Van Dijk, safe money might just be on Liverpool. Rounding out our makeshift back 3 is Tottenham's Danny Rose. This one's a little more out there, with Spurs doing their best to mount a real challenge for the Premier League trophy and in Europe, but the whispers just will not stop and they're getting louder and louder. Man United in particular are in need of a specialist left back. They had their interest smack back in their face this summer, but with Rose apparently fuming about being left out of the North London derby against Arsenal and United in possession of plenty of cash to burn, Danny Boy may be hearing the pipes call him to the red half of Manchester. This one's probably more likely to happen in the summer if it does go through, but don't rule it out in January. Let's move into the center of midfield, where Steven Nzonzi wants out of Sevilla. The towering Frenchman has made no secret that his time in Seville is just about wrapped up, and there are a host of clubs interested in his services this January. Arsenal have been crying out for a quality holding player since Patrick Vieira sailed off into the sunset, and the Frenchman might just be the perfect guy to step into that breach. His positional sense, tackling ability, and metronomic passing are perfect for Arsene Wenger's side, and he could just be the key to turning... I just had a firmware breakdown, I think. And he could just be the key to turning Granit Xhaka into something that looks like a quality midfielder. If not Arsenal, someone else is likely to snap him up, but either way, Nzonzi is probably out of the door. Also in midfield, Jean-Michel Seri is the man whose name you've probably never heard, or probably heard a few times. That's the exact opposite of what I wrote. Why words are hard? Most people probably don't watch Nice on a regular basis, but if you do, kudos. For the uninitiated, Seri is a tempo-setting midfielder with silky touch, fantastic vision, and passing ability that would make him at home in just about any midfield in the world. Arsenal and Liverpool were linked heavily to Little Ivorian last summer, but we could see him move on this January to any number of clubs, including those 2, PSG, Manchester City, or even Barcelona. If I've got to nail it down though, I'm putting him in a City shirt. To complete our transfer midfield 3, it's Arthur from Gremio. The deep-lying playmaker runs things for the immortal tricolor, and this January, it looks like he's running straight to the Camp Nou to help sort out Barcelona's midfield issues. Arthur is straight out of the Andres Iniesta school of taking care of the ball, and from all the evidence on offer, he'll fit perfectly into the Blaugrana setup. Just take a look at these stats. The 21-year-old is averaging a Brasileiro leading 90 passes a game, completing them at an absurd 93.1 passing percentage. Gremio to Barcelona is a huge leap, no doubt, but with that kind of ability, the little fella should slot right in. It might not be his natural position, but we're going to stick Ross Barkley out wide on the right. We haven't heard much from the 24-year-old Englishman since he's been out with injury. He hasn't kicked the ball since May, and the next time he steps on a Premier League pitch, he'll probably be wearing a different color blue. The Everton midfielder has had one foot out the door since last summer, but finally, it looks like he's crossing the threshold. Antonio Conte's Chelsea need reinforcements, they need young English players, and Ross Barkley is both of those things in a neatly wrapped box. This one looks nailed on. Our left-sided midfielder comes from the red half of Liverpool, that boy Coutinho. Barcelona came calling over the summer and Liverpool sent them to voicemail every single time, without so much as a text back saying, hey, sorry, didn't see this. The little Brazilian maestro's been awkwardly tight-lipped about his future at Merseyside though. With Mo Salah on fire, plenty of time to sort out Coutinho's replacement, and Naby Keita joining in the summer, there may not be a better time to sell him. If Barcelona picks up the phone, Jurgen Klopp might actually answer with a "Yo, come through!" And finally, our front two. And for that, we come to the Arsenal. Of course, it starts with Alexis Sanchez. The Chilean attacker's contract expires this summer, and it's all but inevitable his future lies away from the Emirates Stadium. He refuses to sign a new contract, big teams are circling, and Arsene Wenger might just feel the distraction, his salary, and the simple relief of Arsenal being able to move forward with their lives is worth letting him go in January. If Pep Guardiola's Manchester City come through with the bag, this one might just happen. Pep has made no secret of his desire to reunite with his former protege, and his experience, ability to play across the front three, and overall quality make it a perfect fit. Perfect. Words are hard. It makes it a perfect fit on paper. Another great fit on paper, attacker Wilfried Zaha. His first stint at a big club didn't go so great as he flamed out at Manchester United. Now though, he's 25 years old, he's gotten plenty of experience under his belt with Crystal Palace and the Ivory Coast national team, and it's just about time for him to make the jump again. If Alexis Sanchez leaves, who better to replace him than young Wilf? He's homegrown, he's versatile, he's got pace and skill to burn, he's added end product to his game, and he's just the kind of player Wenger loves to mold in his own image. It wouldn't be a surprise to see Spurs butt in to try and steal him, but I'm sticking a pin in Zaha to the Gooners. There you have it, your January transfer 11. I think they could push for top 4 in any of the major leagues. But where did we go wrong? What did we nail? Who else is moving this January? Let us know in the comments, and we will catch you next time, Cobra fam.